There's no harm in remembering the dead. Like and subscribe. Just remember, there's no such thing as ghosts.
Trooper standing by. Reporting for duty, Commander. Can't we just blast them? Alright, men. Load your weapons.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Well, today's Memorial Day, whereas all the veterans, all the soldiers enlisted in all the branches now who have died in the line of duty kind of thing are remembered for their ultimate sacrifice, the service, the... Lincoln put it somehow, I forgot how he put it, gave their greatest measure. It starts after the Civil War, 3 years after the Civil War, as Decoration Day by a group of soldiers who survived the Civil War and wanted to remember the Civil War, really. Decoration Day. And it has progressed to Memorial Day and includes all the wars that all the servicemen and women have been in, and they died doing their job as soldiering. We give thanks to them, but it's just kind of creepy to me that when people are really brazen about they died for our freedom. Yeah, it's true, but then when you look at our freedom, we have kids in classrooms dying. I mean, our freedom is what? It's so we can live a happy life being citizens. And then there's shootings, and they're at Civil War on paper inside the Congress. I don't know. So I was thinking about my father, because I didn't think about it until the end of the day. Yesterday, May 28th, was the day my father passed away. And he passed away on an Ascension Day, where Jesus flies back up into heaven. It marks the end of Easter. He tells the disciples, go out and preach into the world, and I'm going up to the right hand of the Father, and rises into the clouds. Ascension. That was Ascension Day, a Thursday, and it was 8 years ago on May 28th, and yesterday was Ascension Day and May 28th, and I was just, for me, it's a really, it's odd that it was Ascension Day. It just kind of keeps me thinking. And he also was a service member in the U.S. Air Force during the Korean War. He was a fighter pilot in a P-51D Mustang plane, propeller plane, and 50 caliber machine guns on the wings. Those ones, and bombed during the Korean conflict. That's what it was called. The police action. The first time they used the word police action. Anyways, oh, oh brother, I have to check to see if this is working. Sorry, is this working? Memorial Day. I was wondering, I guess technically my dad didn't die in the service during a conflict, so he's not a candidate for Memorial Day. It seems like everyone's including more, and I mean, I don't know. And we all remember people in our past, and if they serve, like a veteran who was buried in Punch Bowl who didn't die in action, it's like, don't put a flag on that grave. You know, it gets kind of ridiculous at that point. In normal society, they died for our freedoms so we could have Memorial Day sales. Come on, it's a little bit more deeper than that. And this one here, look at the headline. Oh boy, summer travel demand. Come on. Oh, the tourists are back. Summer travel demands near 2019 levels. Let's take a look at the news, because there might be something to read in the editorial. I'm doing this because I'm nervous. This might be one of the last days of So they are loved ones remembered on the holiday weekend. Summer travel demands near 2019 levels. Oh my gosh, the tourists are back. His economy is rough and we're going to have money again. Money, capitalism, money. And we're likely to see more hurricanes as climate change sets in. Don't forget. And of course, back in the day when things were really nice, the same thing was happening 1970, 113 years after the Civil War ended. The hundreds of Boy Scouts are decorating the tombstones and National Memorial Cemetery, the Punchbowl of the Pacific. At Memorial Day observed school children statewide have strung some 70,000 lei that will adorn the markers along the American flags. Amazing. Good for them. Very quickly, Max got his wish, and he's gonna visit the computer developers that developed Minecraft. There's basketball, the Celtics. Okay, Celtics won. Yay, whatever. Okay. And the political cartoon is one of those kind that's not a cartoon, really. It's just like, never forget. Memorial Day. Never forget. Never. Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, I have no story there. Never forget. So now for some opinions, because one of the things that they let people that die for our freedoms, one of the is freedom of speech and to have an opinion. Then the now, a day to remember. Of course, this is like the typical guy who wrote this whole thing. Oh no, blah 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 blah. Aftermath, bringing his house divided, large part. He went through all the history. Special point, day. And he should have just cut it down to this one sentence. Today, take the time to honor and reflect on those who died while serving our country. Period. This is some other stuff. What the heck? Oh, wait. That was the whole article over here. That was this guy's letter to the editor. Remember those who fought for our freedom. At the end, we honor their sacrifice on this Memorial Day 2020. We should adopt sane gun laws. Okay, that's true. Georgia election procedures worked. This guy's definitely a GOPer. You see? But we're not looking at this stuff. The crazy. We're not looking at the crazy. We're looking at this different crazy. Where is it? Warring madness. This one. Biden right to challenge China's aggressiveness. President Joe Biden was right to assert that America will defend Taiwan against China's objections. Scroll. Site article May 23rd. Ever since China was allowed to enter into the World Trade Organization, it has aggressively taken actions against any semblance to global harmony that it espouses. It has occupied Tibet, persecuted the Uyghur minority, harvested organs from prisoners such as Falun Gong. It has battled India along its borders and built man-made military islands to increase its territorial area. It has been wiping out fish stocks globally. Chinese hackers and spies are stealing international data for their own uses for the manufacture of counterfeit goods, tainted food, and illegal drugs sent to South American cartels. We have the global COVID-19 pandemic, which China claims was a plot by the American military. China has locked down most of its country. Millions of now quarantined in Beijing, Shanghai, without access to food and water. How long will it be before the Chinese realize how corrupt their leaders are and take action? John Shimamoto Mililani. Yeah, John. Get those Chinese riled up for a revolution. Get those leaders. We're not going to do it, but the coup de grace, and we'll leave it at this because, we want some freedom, not burdening our mind too much. This is feeding the feral cats. Feeding cats turned street into a haven for chickens.
The surge in populations of feral cats and feral fowl is not coincidental. Chickens like cat food. When a Makiki homeowner gave permission to 2 cat ladies to feed the cats on his property 3 years ago, chickens flocked to the property. The chickens have expanded their territory such that Makiki Street has become a barnyard. with the accompanying noise, stench, and scratched out yards. The cat ladies feed the cats, chickens, and now pigeons. Laura M. Fink Makiki.
My Vader isn't quite what it used to be. Alright, so that's it. So let's say I would say a little prayer, because the dead cannot pray for themselves, they say. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and just remember the people that, they fought for our freedoms as citizens, to lead a sane citizen and pursuit of happiness. If it's mountains of money. But those people suffered battle and died so we could have the mess that's going on right now. It's got freedom of speech, freedom of action, whatever. At least Georgia's elections are working. Anyways, have a great Memorial Day, and don't forget to remember. They fought for you. Aloha oi. Aloha oi.